And Faith Time is our weekly conversation on matters of faith. And joining us this morning is Imam Yusuf Maisonet with Masjid Al-Islam in Mobile. Thank you for joining us this morning, sir.
Thank you.
We wanted to talk about a very important topic. We wanted to talk about ministering to people behind bars. What role do you think clergy play in helping incarcerated people?
Well, the clergy, they play a very important part in the prison ministry, and it's because we have so many different faiths that are locked up. You know, we have Jewish, we have Christians, Muslims, and so forth and so on. And we try to adhere and help the prisoners out to the best of their ability in order for us to help them, bring them back into society.
In early 2019, you were the clergyman allowed to minister to a convicted death row inmate in Alabama before his execution, Dominique Hakeem Marcel Ray. What can you tell us about that experience?
Well, it was a very hectic experience, you know, seeing a Muslim die in front of your eyes, or seeing anybody die in front of your eyes. And but he requested that I would go up there and, you know, help him through this transition. And so I went up there and I helped him out to the best that I could, even though that things didn't go according to the way that we wanted to. But we did the best that we could for him and for the community.
Why is it important to offer spiritual guidance to people who are incarcerated?
Well, you know, a lot of times especially when a lot of the prisoners, they get locked up, and especially for a long time, they need some kind of spiritual uplifting, something to make them look forward to becoming more productive citizens, you know. And this is one of our main purposes, is helping them to become better citizens, and to make it in jail and to make it when they get out of jail, if they get out.
Right. So in what ways is spiritual advice for the incarcerated different than people would get on the outside, or is there any difference at all?
No. You know, as far as when I administer to the Muslims in jail, you know, it'd be the same if they were in jail or out, they would get the same service. But I would just be a little more lenient towards, you know, being condemning anybody for whatever they did or anything like that. That I would try to uplift their spirits and help them be better citizens, better human beings.
How did you get started in this sort of outreach work?
Well, I've been doing basically all this work all my life, basically. But I started when I was about 18 years old. I used to work for a drug rehabilitation program in Brooklyn, New York, and helping out the drug addicts and things like that. And then after that, I started going to sea. You know, I said I've been going to sea for 30 years in my life, and I visited different jails, especially like in Puerto Rico and Mississippi and in Alabama. And look, we just try we're not doing this just for the help of the inmate. We're doing it for the help of the community also, because when they get out, we want them to be productive citizens when they get out.
Excellent goals to set. Imam Yusuf Maisonet with Masjid Al-Islam in Mobile. Thank you for joining us for this edition of Faith Time and News 5 this morning. We'll continue after